Different business and organizations play an important role in the development of the industrial potential of our country. One of such successful enterprises is the joint venture limited liability company, Shaffof Omadli Sanoat. Initially, the company was created in the form of limited liability company called Shaffof Metan Sanoat, in cooperation with the Urumqi Silk Road Power Trading Co. Ltd. The company was founded in Kokand by investing for the production of cylinders of compressed natural gas, and currently it supplies methane cylinders of various size, from 30 to 150 liters, and the component parts. In 2017, the plant produced products worth 51 billion sums. In 2018, 227.4 billion sums, and in 2019, production is planned in the amount of 284 billion sums. Today, the company employs 567 people. The company supplies domestic and foreign consumers with more than 20 types of products that fully comply with international standards and international quality requirements. The annual production capacity of the enterprise is 300 billion sums. The huge interest in our products from neighboring countries and the created conditions for export in our country contribute to export contracts with the several foreign companies. In 2019, companies plan to export products in a total amount of $500,000. Today, exported products are worth $200,000. On the 6th of May 2019, the head of the state, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, visited the Fergana region. During the visit, trust of the president to the director of the enterprise, Ulobek Toshmatov, who contributed to the motivation to add his share to the development of industry in the country and became impetus to expansion of the organization. At present, Shaffof Omadli Sanoat implements the following two major projects in the Kokand Free Economic Zone: production of various types of gas cylinders and the components of storage of compressed gas, methane and liquefied gas propane. The cost of each project is $9.7 million. These projects are planned to launch between 2019 and 2021. By 2021, the company will increase its production capacity by 2 times. With this, more than 30 new products will be localized, which will make it possible to create about 800 new jobs. Totally, $8.7 million was invested to the company according to results of the first half of 2019. The main raw materials for the enterprise are alloyed seamless steel pipes from China. The delivered seamless pipes undergo primary control for compliance with the certificate. Technical parameters, wall thickness is measured. For testing, samples from pipes are cut in the amount of 20 by 40 mm, and the chemical composition is compared. After comparing the chemical composition, suitable pipes are cut in the right size using plasma. The steel tubes cleaned from foreign elements heat up in the induction furnace at a temperature of 1100 degrees Celsius with 10 seconds. The tube's bottom heated to the necessary temperature is given in the form of cylinder. After formation, the cylinder is gone to cool strip. The chilled pipes proceed to the next process. The bottom part of the container is cleaned of internal defects and the center of the sphere of the ball is cleaned using 80 mm milling. After formation, the cylinder is gone to cool strip. The chilled pipes proceed to the next process. The bottom part of this container is cleaned of internal defects, and the center of the sphere of the ball is cleaned using 80 mm milling. After cleaning, the inside of the cylinder is checked by a laboratory worker with a special lamp. The front of the cylinder is heated at temperature of 1100 Celsius degree in an induction furnace. The heating process is controlled by laboratory personnel using an infrared thermometer. The neck of the cylinder is formed with having reached the necessary heating with the help of special equipment. The front part should be in the central axis of the cylinder. After that, the worker of the forming equipment puts his seal and transfers the cylinder to the cooling strip. A laboratory employee checks and registers the conformity of cylinder size and technical specifications. During polishing, the front and back of the cylinder are descaled for the complete thermal processing. The cleaned cylinders are heated in a special oven at a temperature of 900 degrees. The heating process is controlled using special computer programs. The process of tempered is done by water. Water temperature should not exceed 50 degrees, which is controlled by laboratory staff. Therefore, cylinders are heated the second time at a temperature of 600 degrees for a certain period in the thermal furnace. After the thermal process, a cylinder is sent to strip for mechanical processing. During the mechanical process of the cylinder, the front side of the cylinder is milled, drilled and trimmed the center of the cylinder's neck for the hollowing operations. Opens read according to the standard. These processes are performed by CNC machines. At the end of the process, the laboratory employee checks each cylinder the absence of any defects using a caliper and a flashlight. Cylinders are tested at the hydraulic test installation with a test pressure at least 1.5 times higher than the worker pressure. Technical pressure manometers are regularly tested by the state. A hydraulic pressure test is maintained at 30 megapascal during 30 seconds. After hydraulic testing, the cylinders are dried using hot steam and weighed on an electronic balance. With ultrasonic inspection is checked non-destructive testing carried out for the presence of micro and macro destruction based on cylinders. During pneumatic testing of cylinders, I used higher pressure compressed air. Also, the tightness of the cylinders is checked. Pressure held at 20 megapascal for at least 30 seconds. Using foam from a soap solution, it is checked whether there are defects in the spherical part of the balloon. During the marking of the balloon, indicate information about the company type, volume, entire date of the manufacture, and shelf life of the balloon. In subsequent processes, at first, the outer part of the body and then the inner surface of the cylinder is cleaned of various dross and shavings using metal balls. The inside of the cylinder is checked using special flashlight after cleaning. When preparing the cylinders for painting, the presence of defects on the surface of the cylinder is visually checked and cleaned from dust. For painting the balloon is used polymer powder paint. Paint thickness should be at least 60 microns. After the painting process, the cylinders are packed with the polypropylene bags. While packing, a sticker is glued to the cylinders and completed with a certificate and passport. Packed cylinders on pallets are sent to the finished goods warehouse. In the laboratory, for conducting mechanical tests is made template model for elongation, impact resistance and conducts tests on special stands. One cylinder is taken from a batch for tensile testing. Test pressure should be at least 45 megapascal. The production of components for gas cylinders is also produced at the enterprise. Currently, the company manufactures gearboxes, valves, and the high-pressure house for cylinders. The growing number of construction projects in Uzbekistan. In 2018, the joint venture Shaffof Metan Sanoat was created in partnership with Urumqi trading company Silu Dunli. The construction of a plant has begun on 15 hectares of land in the district of Shursu, Uzbekistan region. The plant is expected to produce 550,000 tons of cement and cement products, which is necessary for construction in a country 450 people will be employed after the commissioning of the plant. The total cost of the project is $25 million. It should be noted that such efficient enterprise play an important role in developing the country's industrial potential, in creating new jobs, and therefore in the welfare of the society.